Okay, hello there. We have another topic to talk about at hand, so let's talk about it. Today, I just want to get everybody else's reaction or thoughts on this topic that I have at hand. The fuck? I don't know what that was. Pretty much, like, I just want to know what you guys think. Because I already know the answer, but I just want to know. Are all men naturally polygamous? Right now, before I even go any further, drop down in the comments what you believe. Do you guys believe all men are naturally polygamous? As a man, do you believe all men are naturally polygamous? As a woman, do you believe all men are naturally polygamous? That's the only topic that we're going to talk about today. Are all men naturally polygamous? Okay? Now, as a man, I can speak for men. You feel what I'm saying? Now, me growing up, bro, it's like, I don't know what it was. Like, me growing up, I always had these emotions. I always had this feeling like, why do I desire multiple women? I never knew. I never understood. So, like, me growing up, I would have a girl, and yet a beautiful woman would walk past me, or another beautiful girl would walk past me, and I'd be like, God damn, I'm trying to go see what that be like. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I used to be. But I didn't understand, like, it was so portrayed within the Western society and within, you know, society and the culture that we live in now, you know, dealing with more than one partner was a bad thing or was labeled as cheating. So, like, I always shied away from it as a kid because I didn't understand why I used to get these emotions and why these feelings until I got older and I started doing my research outside of school and outside of what I was being taught. And I realized, oh, being polygamous is natural. It's a natural thing. Most animals are naturally polygamous. Most plants and fruits are naturally polygamous. That's how they're able to reproduce with each other. They do it in a polygamous form of way, where there's one man and there's multiple women, and the man is dispersing energy or sperm or whatever you want to call it out to the women, and the women are growing, reproducing, and creating a whole nother form of life, which is how you produce more resources to the world. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what plants and that's what fruits do, and that's what animals do. And guess what? That's also how humans interact as well. So, like, me growing up, like, I just didn't understand why I was getting these feelings until I did my research growing up, and I realized all men are naturally polygamous. All of them. Also, if you don't know already, here, let me pick this up. It's gotta get out of here. If you don't know already, I follow Egyptian and African culture. That's pretty much like my spiritual, as you can see. It's like my spiritual, like, religion, if you want to call it. You feel what I'm saying? I tend to lean a lot towards African culture, probably because I'm black and I come from African history. It's crazy that African history or Egyptian culture, they used to run their civilizations in a matriarch system. So right now we're in a patriarch system. We're in a system now where men lead. And back in the day, before slavery and before all this, our ancestors, you know, black people's ancestors, we used to run our civilization in a matriarch system where women led. In that system, the number one form of relationship was polygyny. The number one form. About 98% of people around that time were practicing polygyny. So you see how everybody nowadays is practicing monogamy? You walk everywhere and you see couples and couples. That's all you see all day now. Back then, millions of years ago, or not even that long ago, but way before slavery, our ancestors used to, the number one form of relationship was polygyny. So you would see one man with multiple wives all the time. Just how you see couples now, you would see, you were seeing that then. That was the number one form of relationship. And then second was polyandry, when the women had multiple husbands. So you would see one woman or multiple women, but you also see multiple husbands. But they did it in a different form. If you want to know more about polyandry and how women should, or how they did run their civilizations where the woman has multiple husbands, they don't do it the same way men have multiple wives. You don't do it the same way because obviously we're not the same. We have different genetic makeup. We have a whole different private part, so we have to take care of it of a different way. That's also one thing women be having fucked up. You don't have a dick, so stop trying to act like it. Okay. Oh, and guess what the last form of relationship was? Just guess. Did you guess yet? It was monogamy. The last form of a relationship was monogamy. No one practiced monogamy. Just how probably you don't see much people practicing polygamy now, it was flipped. It was vice versa. Most people were practicing polygamy and no one was doing monogamy. Only a selected few. That was unnatural. It really still is. We've been brainwashed to think we're supposed to run our relationships like this when we're not. And also, you can kind of see how it's natural through the world. This goes hand in hand, whether you're black, white, Creole, Asian, it don't matter what you are. I believe personally that all men are naturally polygamous because you can see it in how they move and how their energy vibrates. Most men cheat, literally like probably 101% of men still cheat. Married men, not single men, married men, men with women, men with men. They all cheat. You feel what I'm saying? Within the black community, you feel what I'm saying? Because I'm black, so I can speak for the black community. Within the black community, you can see that men are naturally polygamous due to their sex rate and like how much baby mothers they be having. Most black men have multiple baby moms. By the time you hit 30, you probably gonna have multiple baby mothers. You feel what I'm saying? And by the time you hit 40, you definitely probably gonna have multiple baby mothers. And me personally, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, people look down on Nick Cannon for how much baby mothers he has. How is that a bad thing? So I don't see how that is a bad thing. While people always talking shit about Nick Cannon and how he has a whole bunch of nigga, is he providing for his women? Is he providing for his kids? Yes. So there's no issue. Shut up. You people are weird. Y'all just can't get no. Y'all can't get no pussy, so y'all mad at a nigga that can. Y'all weird. But you can see in the black community that most men have multiple baby mothers, whether they're trying to or not. Most men who built a family here are most likely gonna end up building a family elsewhere as well. Wanna know why? Because it's natural. It's something we've been doing for millions of years. It's installed in our DNA. So we're gonna keep doing it. Now, the only bad part about being poly in this day and age now, me personally, I feel like, if you can't provide, like if you go look at my last video, I feel like the man is a sole provider of the relationship. If you can't provide for multiple women, then you probably shouldn't be trying to talk to multiple women, to be honest. And if you can't provide for one woman, you shouldn't be trying to talk to one woman. If you can't provide for yourself, you shouldn't even be dating. So like, that's where the issue holds at. That in the black community, a lot of people don't have money and they're not wealthy and they're kind of poor. Yet we have all these different baby mamas. So that's where the issues be holding up at, because it's a whole bunch of poor men with a whole bunch of different baby mamas and they can't provide for none of these families. Yet they slanging wood everywhere. That part I do agree on within the black community with the women. But this how you also know. Women subconsciously know their men are naturally polygamous. They just are toxic. And a lot of women just want to control the narrative. But if you put up Chris Brown, all you women go, oh, shit, Chris Brown. You're going to fall out. So that shows you don't care if Chris Brown is naturally polygamous. You don't care. You go bust it open for Chris Brown. No matter if he got a girlfriend, a wife, he could have just bust down a female. You don't care. It's Chris Brown. Want to know why? Because you guys look at him on a God pedestal. So you put Chris Brown on a high pedestal. So you look at him in a godly form. So therefore, because you look at him in a God form, he's allowed to be a God. He's able to be a king because that's how you look at him. Well, our ancestors used to look at men like that all the time, no matter if you're rich or a celebrity or not. What made you in a God form was not your resources and your money. It was your mind, how much you knew. Also, how you were able to build and, build resources for your family and provide. You still have to do that, but we didn't provide with money, though. We had different ways of providing, like trading and doing stuff like that. But it took mental capacity to be able to do that. You feel what I'm saying? So most men back in the day who were able to have the most amount of wives were still the high grade men, the most intelligent men with the most resources to be able to take care of these women. It's still the same thing now. Chris Brown, you don't care if he busts down on all these women or anybody or the baby. I know how y'all feel about the baby. Y'all don't care what they do because y'all look at them on a high pedestal and they're wealthy so they can provide for multiple women, so a lot of women don't care. But Lil Bebe or Lil Ray Ray that work at McDonald's, you're not gonna let him be polygamous. Because first, he's named Ray Ray, first of all. And he worked at McDonald's, he don't got no money, and he probably don't have the mental capacity to take care of all these women because, as you can see, he working at McDonald's. At least right now. There's always room for evolution and growth. But I'm talking about right now. So y'all don't allow Ray Ray to be polygamous, but guess what? Ray Ray gonna be polygamous anyways because it's naturally built inside of him. So Ray Ray gonna go cheat on you and he gonna bust Lil Kiki down and both of y'all gonna get pregnant. And there's nothing you can do about it. Duh. So, again, you are all gonna naturally vibrate. Men are gonna be polygamous whether y'all like it or not. If you try to hold your man down to be monogamous and stay with only you, he's gonna cheat. Unless you can find a man who will do monogamy. Now, me personally, because I know the guy world, people always ask me, like, even my girl, she asked me, like, do you believe there's men that can be, monogamous? And I do. But I believe those are the type of men that a lot of you women don't really want. You know, a real strong, masculine, strong man who's able to protect and provide, and he's probably handsome. Those type of men are probably the polygamous ones. Because he's a real masculine, manly man. You feel what I'm saying? The ones that sit down, play video games all day, and he wears glasses like this. He types in his computer. Niggas like that can probably be monogamous for you. But you don't want that. You don't want that guy. Y'all gotta be honest with yourself. Do you want the masculine, sexy ass nigga that can pull a whole bunch of females? Cause that man comes with polygamous nature. Or do you want Mr. Cause that man still, to be honest, comes with polygamous nature, but he's probably not gonna act on it because he doesn't have the, confidence in the masculine energy to do so. I know what you women really want. Y'all know what y'all women really want. Stop lying to yourself and just keep it a buck. You feel what I'm saying? Now, one more point. Remember when I said that, if you're a man, you should not be dating or looking for any women if you can't provide for them, which I still agree with. I agree with that 100%. But at the same time, within the black community, we don't have the resources, and some of us don't even have the knowledge to do certain things. A lot of people don't have the resources and the information to get to the bag. You feel what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So, you know how you can cure that within the black community? But y'all don't want to hear this because this takes for us to work together. So listen, this is how you can cure that. You got Ray Ray, who work at McDonald's. You got Kiki, who work at Burger King. Ray Ray and Kiki got a baby together. But then you got Bone Kwee, who work at Sonic. Y'all all getting paid $7.25 an hour. Y'all not getting paid shit. All y'all broke, right? Now, Bone Kwee, he cheated on Kiki with Bone Kwee. So he got a baby by Bone Kwee and he got a baby by Kiki. And you and Bone Kwee, y'all hate each other. Y'all butting heads all day because y'all mad that y'all nigga is cheating. But at the end of the day, your nigga gonna do what he do anyways. So you know how you can cure this within the black community and everybody can really start building and really growing? And this is what our ancestors also used to do as well, but on a higher scale. Ray Ray can take his $7.25. Bone Kwee can take her $7.25. And Kiki can take her $7.25 an hour. And you guys can all get a crib together and build your family together. That way the kids who are brother and sister or brother and brother or sister and sister can be together up under one household. The women can stay together and maintain the household. The more motherly energy you have, the better. And the man can be satisfied with both of his women and not have to go outside the household and cheat and knock up another female. At least you know both of the women he's with. And also you guys can have 3 different streams of income to one household instead of one. Look, y'all all living in the trenches, bro. It's 3 different households with 3 different people working at fast food restaurants. Why are y'all so separated, arguing every day? How about all you guys get one household for a band and put all your 3 streams of income together? Now the family is working together as a polygamous with a polygamous dynamic instead of being monogamous and so separated. Y'all don't understand. There's a reason why these people that enslaved us created this monogamy and this marriage system for us. First, it was for birth control. And second, it was to keep us separated and divided and not working together. What do black people own? Nothing. Want to know why? Because we're so separated and we're against each other and we're competing. Women are competing with women. Men are competing with men all day long instead of coming together and building as a family. So the question is, do you guys believe men are naturally polygamous? Me personally, I'm literally the definition of polygamy. I'm going to lead by example for y'all, don't worry. I'm going to ask you again, do you believe men are naturally polygamous? If so, and then you a man, do something about it. Stop lying. Stop cheating. Be real with your women. If you're a woman and you believe this and you know this to be true, move righteously and make yourself in control. You tell your man, if you want another woman, you need to be able to do this, 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 and this. Uphold this. If you can have your another woman. But if you can't, sit your little ass down, little bro. Come bring that money in. And if you can't, get the fuck on. See, a lot of y'all know y'all man want multiple women. Y'all know it already. So if you know it already, use it as leverage for yourself. That's all I gotta say. Are men naturally polygamous? Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'm out. Peace out. 8 down.